Yes, we are live. Let me just see. Always like to just see if the stream's coming through. The comments, yes, I can see the comments. The stream is coming through. The music is pumping here in the background. Welcome to another live stream. Legends, lots of alpha to share over here. Are we looking for shorts? Are we looking for longs? Are we a bull bear or a bear bull? Right? You can't just be bullish. You can't just be bearish. You need to trade the levels in front of you. And we will go and identify those high trading areas of Confluence to take those shorts and to take those longs here to the upside. And yesterday I ended off my live stream with this little trade, which played out to perfection. Changing market structure, getting the pump here to the upside. I was in bed by that time. So for those of you, legends, for those of you that did take that trade yesterday, you should be nicely in profits, okay? If you did not long the bottom, if you did not long the bottom, if you did not long the retracement, and you did not long the breakout, and you did not long the retracement or the retest, and we talked about this little bullish pennant that was building up here, and we broke here to the upside. Well, right, with good risk management, there's always a trade around the corner. And I know a Legends Pro community member. I know a member that sniped this little bad boy here at the bottom and rode the whole momentum here to the upside, taking some profits, you know, being responsible as a responsible trader, taking some profits here to the upside. And right, Legends, I have an important message that I just need to read over here, because this could be, I just got confirmation from the team, because I asked them this question and they just gave me the thumbs up. Right, I was waiting for this message, and this is why I didn't put my phone on silence. I want to share this with everyone. Legends, listen up. Before I continue over here, I want to talk about, okay, down in the description of this video, if I select more, right, I'm not sure, okay, if you guys have heard the news, if you have seen the hype, right? If I go back here onto the chart and I show you guys this token, WXT, which is the WEEX token that pumped 100% here to the upside, okay, in the last couple of days, that pumped over 100% here to the upside. Do you know the reason as to why it pumped here to the upside? The reason it pumped is because if you are trading on WEEX and you hold WXT tokens, the more tokens you hold, the cheaper your trading fees become. So people are FOMOing into the WEEX token so that they can qualify for lower trading fees. This is why this puppy is pumping over here. But I've spoken to the team, right? You don't have to buy WEEX tokens. My community does not have to buy WEEX tokens. If you use the link down in the description to sign up, okay, you automatically get 50% off your trading fees without holding WEEX tokens. And it's a crazy amount of WEEX tokens that you have to hold. I just want to make sure over here, because I read that little thingy this morning. You have to hold 300,000 WEEX tokens to get this discount. Okay, you have to hold 300,000 WEEX tokens to get this discount. So Legends, don't miss out on this special opportunity by using this link down in the description to sign up for WEEX. You automatically get 50% discount on your trading fees. You don't have to hold all those WEEX tokens. I'm sure if you hold WEEX tokens, you'll get even further discounts. But you also qualify for up to 20k sign-up bonus, the 50% in trading fees discount, and also you get 10% cash back on the money that you deposit in your trading account. I think WEEX has just thrown all the red carpets out here, right? You get the 20k sign-up bonus, you get the 50% discount on trading fees, you get 10% cash back on the money that you deposit in your features account. And all you need is an email and a password to sign up. So for those of you that are limited in terms of where they can use leverage, right? WEEX is available all over the world, most countries. That is your alternative. I'm really enjoying trading here on the WEEX. I actually transferred some more cash into my WEEX account this morning being a little bit more aggressive. And I also went and I bought some WXT tokens just for the fun of it, right? I bought some WXT tokens because I do see the potential here to the upside, because I know if people just want to buy the token and hold it to get a discount on trading fees, it's not just about the price and making money to the upside. For most people, it's just about holding the token so that they can get the discount on the trading fees. So I bought a little bit, even with a pump over here. I mean, it's 3 cents, right? It's dirt cheap at the moment, 3 cents at the moment. So I just bought a little bit. Right, legends, let's get back into the technical analysis, but I wanted to share that with everyone over here just to make sure that my community does not miss out on the special offer. So if you're not trading on WEEX yet, link is down in the description. Okay, right, legends. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin. Let me say first hi to the beautiful community over here. A couple of things that I would like to share from a bearish case perspective. And as per the thumbnail, that is the alpha. Potential alpha that I want to drop over here is that, can we trust this little pump here to the upside? The bear disguised with the bull horns, okay? Is this a legitimate bullish pump here to the upside, okay? That's going to make a beautiful 3-wave corrective structure, and it's just going to continue and take us to price discovery. Well, okay, we will go and identify that scenario in a moment and look at the higher time frame and go and see, well, where are we, right? Which is I don't want to give it away just as yet. Let me say hi to the beautiful community. Junior, hello, Legends, Dewald. I finished my questions. Ooh, I'm not going easy on you. Well, someone is doing their homework, okay? We have a Legend Pro community here in the comment section that I'm having a one-on-one session with on Thursday, I believe, and this person is preparing for our little one-on-one session. He has won a prize, okay? So we're going to have a one-on-one session on Thursday, and he is preparing his questions, and I really appreciate about that that about people is that, you know, if you have the opportunity to have a one-on-one coaching session with someone, why just go in blindly and wing it, right? Or you go in prepared, because, you know, from a trading perspective, you know, there are things that you are struggling with, things that you would like to learn better from a psychological perspective, from a technical perspective. So I like it that you are being prepared. Okay, Junior, welcome to the live stream. Hi, Legends. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍𝒽, welcome. Please say it's going down, still waiting on the sidelines to enter for months. There's a possibility, and that's the bearish case scenario that I do want to share today, right? Although Bitcoin is pumping, everyone is happy, some of the old portfolios are lifting ever so slightly out of the mud, you know, just drip drying there in the sun. There is still the potential for lower. Okay, there's still a potential, and I must say I am leaning 50-50, right? I don't have a high probable scenario in terms of it is guaranteed we're going higher or it's guaranteed we're going lower. I'm really stuck between 50-50, and today I'm going to share with you both scenarios that we need to keep an eye on. Okay, hi Legends, Werner, the legend himself. Werner, also inside of our Legends Pro community, asked me to have a look at the timing cycle here on Bitcoin. And there's something very interesting that I want to discuss, okay, with the pi cycle top. There's something very interesting I want to discuss about this indicator. A lot of people are talking about the indicator, the pi cycle top indicator, which has successfully identified every single top for Bitcoin to date. But there's something else, okay, I want to discuss about this indicator that I noticed when I was playing around with it. So we'll get to that in a little bit. Just want to put this back over here. Right, and what else? Scorn motivational music. Yes, uplifting motivational music. I did ask my brother to make me a depressing song, okay? When the market dumps, we want to go and sit in the corner and cry. I want some sad music as well, you know, my bear song and my bull song. At the moment, we are still rampaging here to the upside, so happy music playing in the background. Soul, hello, Dewald. I joined the meninging. That is funny. For those of you that's been following me for a while, you get the joke, right? In the meninging. Baron, hi Dewald, been waiting all day for your superb TA stream. Welcome to the live stream. And then the person whose name I can't pronounce, if you wouldn't mind just sharing your name again. I know you did share your name. I absolutely forgot. I'm so bad with names. Greetings from Bulgaria. Dewald, happy to see you. Happy to see you here on the live stream. Crypto Big Brains, Legends, let's go smash the like. Yes, how many likes? 149, let's say 150 people watching the live stream over here. Only 51 likes. I know we can do better. Okay, then I'll start with the alpha over here. I know we can do better. Right, I'm bringing you guys the amazing deals here on WEEX. Also on Bluffin, right? If you don't like WEEX, Bluffin is another alternative where you only need an email and a password. They also have the $250,000 competition running at the moment. Also, you only need an email and a password to sign up. Okay, that's a very likely scenario. Hi all, Crypto Ricky. Yes, we'll go through that. Iron Crypto, hi all. Fitness Mesh, hi Dewald from Switzerland. Yes, all the way from Switzerland. I've got people here in the stream from all around the world, so it's so nice to see. Today is a little bit of a later live stream. It's just been an extremely busy day. Okay, we were in meetings, we had workshops. I had a long sessions with the pro community this morning, you know, sharing some risk management tips and education. So today has just been an absolute crazy day. So today's live stream will be a little bit shorter, because if I have to do a 2-hour live stream, I'm going to get into bed at crazy hours, and then I'm going to feel like a zombie tomorrow. Right. Pablo, hi Dewald from France. Hola. Welcome, Brandon. Appreciate the real channel. Good sir. Appreciate you being here. I am in a head short on my long position. Mr. Crypto Big Brains, yes, I've been gossiping about you. I'm not sure how much you've heard about the gossiping, but Mr. Crypto Big Brains has been nailing the trades over here inside of our Legends Pro community. Do I have it open here? I don't know if you mind, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, but I mean, I see you are roping in the profits over here. Absolute legend. No financial advice. Are you here? Not here yet. Also making some insane profits inside of our Legends Pro community. Now, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, you are nailing it. And I'm sure inside the Bitcoin section is where you posted your little screenshot of that amazing entry that you had over here, right? And just to share with everyone, I mean, I have been talking about that level for so long, right? And someone paid attention in class. I like it when people pay attention to class, right? Do you go to class and throw papers around, or do you actually pay attention and take notes? Right? That is the question. I think it was this one over here, to perfection, right? Mr. Crypto Big Brains over here, absolute snipered this little entry at the 382, and he used this line as an SFP line. I mean, it's the only way that you could have gotten into that trade with good risk management. There was no other way to get into this trade if you didn't apply a swing failure strategy over here. Okay, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, you've actually nailed it, right? Stop loss below the week, you enter as you get the recovery, and now you have a free trade to the upside, because I know that you've protected your position and even put your stop loss slightly in profit, because that's what we do. And I know that you have taken profits here to the upside as well. And like you've said, now you're in a hedge short at the moment. So good strategy, you know, to try and keep those profits. The real legend, Piranha cards, I deal with the real legend. 50-50 is the right feeling. We are in the alt season range. Yes, we are definitely in the alt season range. I have a hunch, okay? I have a hunch. If the bullish structures do not get invalidated on most of the altcoins, I have a hunch that alt season is going to really start kicking off in February. Okay, I have a hunch. It could even be as soon as next week. Let's see. We also have a full moon in the sky. Don't forget about the full moon in the sky. I mean, Dewald, what are you talking about? A full moon? What on earth does the moon have to do with Bitcoin? What on earth does the moon have to do with Bitcoin? Well, if you go and backtest this, just from this little range that we had to the upside, you print a full moon, you have momentum to the upside. Okay, you print a new moon, you have momentum to the downside. And when you start ranging, this is where the moon indicator becomes more powerful, because the moon indicator does struggle inside of ranges, but it loves a trending market, because in a trending market to the upside, the full moons gives you the best entry. The lowest point and then you have a rampage to the upside, where the new moon either gives you downwards momentum or a consolidation. And then the full moon prints, you have upwards momentum. New moon prints, you have a consolidation. Okay, we actually the market was too bullish over here. It invalidated that new moon, and then again you print the full moon momentum to the upside. But now I guess this is now the point that I'm trying to get to, is that we have printed a full moon. So, you know, looking at the bullish signs over here, we have tapped. Okay, let's quickly focus on the bullish sign over here. We have tapped the 0.382. We have grabbed the liquidity below the lows. There was a lot of long liquidations here with this little wick to the downside. Okay, and we have a full moon, which tells us that the moon in the sky, okay, very taboo, can give us some buying pressure here back to the upside. What if this was the low? Okay, and we're going to start finding upwards momentum. From an Elliot Wave perspective, okay, if I take the moon indicator out here just to clean up the chart, and I go back to my 112, right? What I actually want to do over here is, legends, I want to delete, because every time I say ignore this, I'm just going to delete this first structure. Okay, I'm going to delete that, right? Because it does look better from over here. I'll be honest, it really does look better, because this looks like, okay, this really looks to me like, where is my corrective structure? It looks like a WXY. Okay, I refreshed my Elliot Wave theory. I refreshed my Elliot Wave theory this morning, because Andy, right? For those of you that know Andy put together an amazing Elliot Wave module. Okay, and he shared it with me this morning, so I can give my feedback and just basically tell him if he's on the right track. And I used the opportunity to refresh my Elliot Wave knowledge as well. But this does look like a zigzag in a W, a flat in an X, and a ending triangle in a Y, where you broke out over here. So this is your first bullish structure. So if you looking at this as a WXY, which ended in a triangle, then this is not part of the bullish structure. It's still part of the corrective structure. So that's why I've just removed the green structure. Okay, right, legends, it does count better as a WXY. There's also the ABC to the downside, which then validates the structure again. But right, let's not count those chickens. Let's not count these chickens to the upside, because that could give us another 4-5 to the upside. But I want to be conservative. I want to be conservative. So if we do look at the 112 here to the upside, we have tapped a valid FIP retracement for the second wave, where you have a 1, 2, 3 finished. 4 could be finished, because you did tap a common fourth wave target. Okay, the 382 and the 50% over here is a common fifth wave target area, and we're currently getting the bounce to the upside. This is where the market is split 50-50 at the moment. Okay, can the low be in, and we're going to start building impulses back to the upside? Well, it's this little local structure over here, okay, that's going to give us all the clues that we need, whether we should be looking for longs or shorts. Right, then there's also this the scenario. Okay, it just has to be said, there's also this scenario. Okay, let me take the FIP out. Right, everyone is watching this little scenario. Okay, some people apply this pattern a little bit incorrectly, but if correctly applied, these patterns has a high probability of playing out. Right, you have a head and shoulders, right? You have the shoulder, the head, and another shoulder. And typically, okay, every single trading pattern is found in Elliot Waves. Okay, when you have, I can tell you guys now, when you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your bull flags, you know, your bull flags that continuously break to the upside, you find in wave 3. Your head and shoulders patterns, okay, you find the reversals at the bottom when price starts reversing, and you find your head and shoulders at the top, where price is basically making a 3, 4, 5 A, B, C. There's your head and shoulders. It basically completes the structure where you basically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C. There's your head and shoulders. So this pattern, if the impulse is completed, has a high chance of playing out. So now I'm jumping here into the bearish case scenario, right? And this is why I'm split. I'm giving you both the bullish case scenarios and the bearish case scenarios. We have to be prepared. And usually the retracement for the head and shoulders pattern, okay, from a simplicity perspective, is the length of your head, right, to the bottom. And we take it, and it's going to take us all the way down to $75,000. I wouldn't be surprised if that aligns with an actual FIP level. 50% FIP level. So we as a community, I just want you guys to be prepared. There is the potential, but I see it all over social media, this pattern. And usually when everyone is looking at a pattern, you know, it starts decreasing in probabilities. But we cannot ignore that it can potentially play out, because you could have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. A, B, C to the downside. You find support by the 50% FIB level, okay, and then you find continuation back to the upside. So we cannot ignore that pattern, but I want to just highlight over here, even in worst case scenario, if we do come down to $78,000, just want to make sure that I'm on regular. Yes, it is still bullish, because this is an impulsive structure to the downside. This is a corrective structure, and there's a high chance that you are, okay, continuing 5-wave structures back to the upside. Okay, so it's still a bullish bounce, right? But it's going to be devastating for some of our altcoins. Okay, and we just have to be prepared. I can tell you guys now, when I look at Rune, when I look at Nakamoto, when I look at AR, when I look at some of our favorite altcoins, there's a high chance that it's going to invalidate the local bullish structures to give us those third impulsive waves. Okay, in Elliot Wave theory, your third wave is the most impulsive. This is the wave you want to be in before it happens. Okay, you're looking for an entry over here so that you can sit on your hands during this movement here to the upside. But you can still day trade the little breakouts over here, because the third waves almost always has successful breakouts to the upside without being stopped out once. Okay, and that's also where we apply the D-line strategy, the one-line trading strategy. So, legends, I just want to highlight that there is a potential. Okay, what if? We just have to be prepared. Okay, what if this was a 1, 2, 3, wait, wrong, let me do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the only thing that gives this scenario lower probabilities, because luckily there is a problem with the scenario, is that your wave 4, okay, is incredibly short compared to your wave 2 over here. And usually it's not an invalidation. You want your wave 4 to at least be the same length in time, or even longer. Okay, you want your fourth wave to be longer in time, then have a fifth wave. And then we would have said, if we had a longer fourth wave over here, we would have said, okay, cool, right? It makes sense. Let me going down. So, right, legends, that is the bearish case scenario, and I wanted to just share with everyone, don't be fooled. And this is why I put in the thumbnail the bear disguised as a bull, okay? The bear with the bull horns. Don't be fooled, because this could be, okay, this little wick here to the downside could have swept out all the long liquidity, and now it's going back up, making people believe that we are going higher. Okay, what do people do? They enter, and they put their stop losses here below the low, right? What does it do? And it's going to go and grab all the short liquidations, everyone that played the short here to the downside. Okay, it's going to go and stop them out now. It forms a lower high, and bam, it falls down. Right, it's market maker one-on-one, right? That's what they like to do. They want you to believe that price is moving in a certain direction, and then they do the opposite thing. Okay, so that's quickly what I want to discuss here in a nutshell from a bearish perspective. Okay, so I can take, what is this one? This one. Can take that one out, take the path out, and take this one out. Right. But then there is still the bullish case scenario in terms of, okay, we could have that 112 that is, this scenario over here where the fourth wave is in, okay. Look at where this thing bounced on the trend. Okay, so we have two trends over here. Okay, we actually bounced here. When you connect this low with this low, we bounced on the trend. We bounced on the 382. We're currently getting the upwards momentum. So the price has a chance. Okay, now I'm switching bullish again, right? Price has a chance. But I think this local structure, where I want to zoom in right now, this local structure is going to give us the clues if we are going up or if we are going to take this low again. Okay, and I'll get to that in a moment. Smash up the like for the education legends. Smash up the like, right? Dewald, today you provided gold insights on risk management. Could you please explain how to set up a trade on a 5-minute live chart, specifically focusing on setting up a limit entry based on price action? 𝗬𝗫, I'm not sure how to pronounce your username. Leila J, also here in the comments, my sister in the house, all the way from South Africa. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to do that today, but it's definitely an interesting project, okay, to do that for another live stream perhaps. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that today, but the one thing I can say is that 99% of my trades are executed on market order. I very, very seldom do limit orders unless I am building a swing trade. And a swing trade can take months to play out. And you also need to plan the trade. You need to know exactly where to put your limit orders. And that I usually do on the higher time frame. So when you throw limit order and 5-minute time frame into the equation, like my mind starts spinning at the moment, okay? The only time, the 2% or the 3% of the time where I use a limit order, it's only for swing trades. And even on my swing trades, I mostly use market orders as well. Okay, because it's just part of my trading strategy. I've lost too much money from a limit order perspective, especially if you don't know how to apply good risk management. You apply too much money to the trade. You end up chasing the price because it doesn't hit your limit order, and then price bounces, and then you're like, okay, no, I need to put my limit order higher. I need to put it higher. And then by the time, okay, the move has played out, you're like, oh crap, I missed the entire move. So for me, limit orders is not my cup of tea, okay? Only when I plan a swing trade. Right, legends, what I want to do now is quickly, I know Vanna is here in the live stream as well, and some of the legends inside of our Legends Pro community. Elliot Wave course, Dewald, yes, Satoshi, okay? Elliot Wave course is going to be released inside of the Legends Pro community, legends, because, where's my link? Yeah, Legends Pro community. When you select this link over here and you sign up to our Legends Pro community, okay, unfortunately it's not available to the free community, but it's still an active chat, people sharing charts, sharing their P&Ls. I see the people are going crazy inside of the free section as well, but inside this section you get access to Andy's masterclass as well, where he teaches you everything you need to know about trading. Okay, that course alone by itself goes for over $1,000, so you can pay a monthly subscription and get access to the course. And very, very soon, the Elliot Wave course is going to be dropped inside of the modules, right? I've reviewed it this morning, and Andy has done a phenomenal job with the Elliot Wave course. I must say, I was really impressed about how he structured it and how he just explained it, and right, gave him some feedback, working on that, but it will be uploaded very shortly. But we, in that masterclass, we discuss swing failure patterns, we discuss volume strategy, harmonics, what is a candle, how to use exchanges, everything that you need to know about trading. Everything that we are sharing here on the YouTube channel is jam-packed into that course. I also want to build a couple of modules and include it in the course, so it's basically a living masterclass. As I develop new trading strategies and so forth, you know, we drop it there into the masterclass. Right, and this is where you sign up to join, to get access to the masterclass, to the Legends Pro community, where myself and Andy, I go live every single day. Every morning I go live inside of Discord here in the premium live section. I have my own section where I drop my analysis and my recordings. Andy does the same thing. There's trading setups that gets provided here by Aiden on a daily basis, multiple trading setups, Elliot Wave related, swing failure related, breakout strategy. And we have, where's my drum roll? I need to put on my drum roll over here. Let me put the music louder. And where's my drum roll? Oh, you can't hear it amongst the music. We have another coach joining, hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day. Okay, that's going to also provide some amazing trading setups. So for the pro members inside of the Legends live stream here at the moment, okay, there's another coach joining, absolute phenomenal coach with a track record of 70% win rate. He's joining the trading section here tomorrow, and exclusively to the Discord community, he will be providing trading setups inside of this section. Right, so spilling the beans over here. We've been another coach. This is great news. Boom. Yes, Crypto Big Brains. There's 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍 here in the live stream as well. I mean, he has been nailing the trades over here, right? We've actually been doing analysis on all of 𝗖𝗍𝘍𝗽𝗍's trades over here. And, you know, the win rate is actually quite phenomenal. If you followed the good risk management that 𝗖𝗍𝘍𝗽𝗍 preaches over here, you protected your positions when you were supposed to protect your positions, you would be massively in profits at the moment. Right? The team does analysis on all the trades over here, okay, and based on all the trading setups, we go and calculate to see that, well, if you took every single trade, would you be in a loss or would you be in a profit? And if you took every single trade of 𝗖𝗍𝘍𝗽𝗍 over here, you will be a profitable trader. Right, and each and every single trade gets dropped with education in terms of teaching you to do this by yourself, right? Cool, Legends. So just wanted to drop that alpha there as well, right? So link down in the description if you'd like to come and join the Legends Pro community. And don't forget the WEEX. Don't forget the WEEX. If you want to come and join the Pro community, you sign up with WEEX. There's some amazing things. There's some amazing new things coming in the near future, okay? Especially if you signed up with an affiliate link. I don't want to spoil the beans just as yet, but 2025 is going to be an amazing trading year for our community. Okay, right, Legends, let's dive into the local structure over here. Okay, quickly, I'm going to be brief, I'm going to be bright, and then I'm going to be gone. Okay, so let's do quick technical analysis on this little structure that we find ourselves in. So this trade that we spoke about yesterday played out to perfection. So I'm going to take that out and switch on my today analysis. Right, let's see what can like to be cooking over here. The frustrating thing this morning, and I spoke about this morning in my Legends Pro community, the frustrating thing for me is this was definitely a valid short, and I did say this in my update this morning to the Legends. Definitely a valid short. You have the wick below, above, you get acceptance back below, you enter like a damn sniper, you put your stop loss above the high, and then when you start moving into profits, you can protect your position. Definitely. But I did say, right, you need to pay yourself on the way down because you just never know. Because it is quite strange when I take a Fibonacci from the high to the low, it is quite strange that we did not tap the 0.618. And I like to take shorts to the downside when major fib levels are hit properly. Okay, so I didn't take the short, but it played out, right, to perfection. And we actually went through this trading setup and, you know, we discussed where you need to take profits, etc. So for those of you that did take the shorts, I hope you paid yourself to the downside, but I know you did, right? Because this little wick here to the upside would have stopped you out and then it moved down again. But now this looks very three wavy. It really looks three wavy. This looks three wavy to me, and that is a very common corrective structure. Three wave corrective structure. It doesn't look impulsive. You want to see impulses to the downside if it's going to, you know, sweep up the low. If it has a chance of sweeping up the low, you want to see an aggressive structure here to the downside. So it makes me believe, if I go onto the 15-minute time frame and just doing a brief count from an Elliott Wave perspective, it does look like we have formed a 1, 2. This looks to me like the 3, because what I discussed this morning in the Legends Pro community is if the structure is going to end on a high amount of volume, okay, the highest amount of volume with this entire move is in this high. It's concerning because that tells me that this could be a C wave to the upside and we're going to fall back down. So I would like price to chop and make another high on lower volume, lower than this volume over here. Okay, that will be a bullish sign plus a bearish sign for me, where you get a rejection at the end of the 5th wave and then you go down. Okay, then we go down. We will talk about the structure in a second. So from a shorting perspective, the highest area of confluence that I see here from a 5th wave perspective, if this is indeed a 1, 2, 3, which makes sense, okay, you want the highest amount of volume to be inside of your 3rd wave, which we got. Okay, this needs to be a 4, and it now needs to start building impulses back to the upside to go and complete a 5th wave. So, and I'm sure for those of you that did watch Andy's live stream, okay, this is the zone, right? So I just want to take this FIP, undo this. Okay, so now we have a range high, and I've spoken about this range high during multiple of my live streams. We have a range high. Okay, range high. When you have a drop to the downside, that first little high that you make and then you continue, very, very important level. First high, very important level, okay? There was a trade which the Legends took this morning, SFP from the highs. If price grinds here to the upside, it finally taps the damn 618, maybe even moves higher. I want to see a tap and go. I call this strategy the tap and go. You want to tap it and get out of there, right? It needs to tap the price. It's fine if it goes up a little bit higher, but it needs to reject and get acceptance back below. That is the only time I will be interested in a short. If price comes back down, that is where I'm interested. Not while price is pumping, because it could just pump, right? And there you are, adding to your position, hoping for the price to turn around, and you liquidate your position or your account, okay? That's not how we trade. We trade with good risk management, and you apply your trading strategy correctly. So this little low or high, very interesting zone. What makes this an even more interesting zone for me is if I go onto the 1 hour time frame, okay, and I can like to take a fixed range from this entire zone that we've been in, fixed range volume profile, okay. Ooh, there's some areas of confluence now. Now this is where the planets starts aligning. Then I also switch on my weekly levels. Ooh, okay, so that is a zone right there. That is a zone where you want to pay attention. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the zone where you want to be wakey. Okay, you have a weekly level, you have the range high, you have the value area high of the entire range, and I would not be surprised if price comes up here, it taps the level. What I want to see in order to take the short is the rejection. I want to see the rejection, not as price is pumping, because yes, there's always the scenario that price just continues, okay, and we don't want to add to our positions thinking that the price is going to turn around. You apply your trading strategy, you wait for price to break through and to get acceptance back below. That is where you enter. Then you enter, okay, with your stop above the high. That's it. That's how you enter this trade. And yes, you could have then, you know, and this is why the market makers like to trap us, is that you complete the impulse. So let's say the scenario plays out to perfection. It just plays out to perfection. Pumps up here, gets the rejection, you enter, stop above the high, and then price does this. Wow, I'm in profits. Beautiful. Okay, you almost start celebrating. We nailed this one, and it does this, and then it falls down again. Okay, because after an impulse you could have an A, B flat, and a C flat to the downside. Market makers love to do that, and that is why flat corrective structures are so common on Bitcoin, because everyone shorting this move gets stopped out over here and then it falls back down. Okay, B waves are incredibly complex, and they are usually 3-wave structures, but they can reject anywhere in this zone. Anywhere in the zone. They can make a lower high and fall. They can literally tap the high and fall. They can go up, grab the liquidity and fall. B waves are incredibly difficult. So it's important when you short the 5th wave, right, that you pay yourselves on the way down. Really, really important. And then if you then leave some of the position open, and if you get stopped out at break even with profits in the bag and price gets acceptance back below, you re-enter this bad boy. Okay, because that could be an ABC flat. Too much scribble over here. Let me just clean this up. Smash up the like for the education. Okay, if you're not smashing up the like, what are you doing? Watching this live stream, not clicking on the bloody button? Right. Hi, Dewald. Would you please check AVAX? Okay, I got some altcoin requests coming through. If I do have time for altcoin requests, I will go through some altcoin requests. Okay, I did say today's live stream will be a little bit shorter because it's late already, right? And I don't want to feel like a zombie tomorrow. Bluffin, yes, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, Bluffin is also an alternative. Bluffin is definitely an alternative. If you don't like WEEX, which is one of my favorites at the moment, okay, if you don't want 50% discount on your trading fees, maybe you don't like the UI, Bluffin is definitely an option over here. They also have the competition running at the moment, and the more you trade, the more money gets airdropped into your account. And also, all you need is an email and a password. So, right, 2 of my favorite trading exchanges at the moment. Cool, legends. So this is the zone where I want to see the rejection for potential 5th wave here to the upside. Okay, we have beautiful confluence. Okay, we have strong resistance over here. The one thing, okay, we need to be prepared. Okay, what if, Dewald, your 5-wave structure is just going to go down the drain, right? It's just gonna pump here to the upside, right? It's just going to ignore the 5-wave structure. Maybe it's building 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 here to the upside. We don't know, right? We need to see the weakness over here. We need to see the rejection, and we need to enter with good risk management, and we have to have a stop loss. Please guys, please have a stop loss, because when I see people sending me messages that I'm underwater from over here, it makes my heart sad. Right, I shorted the breakdown over here, and now price is here, and you are deep underwater and you haven't cashed out yet. You didn't have a stop loss in place. That's not how we trade, right? What I've explained over here from a swing failure pattern, that is how we execute trades. Okay. Could you please open a copy trading account on Bluffin? 𝗞𝗚, I did in the past. I did have a copy trading account, and I have communicated to the community and also on Ustream on my YouTube channel as to why I stopped doing that. Okay, it is more important for me to teach you how to do technical analysis and do it yourself than actually doing it for you, right? And doing it for people takes a whole new level of emotional control that I cannot master at the moment. Okay, trading with my own money, I have mastered, and it's taken me a long time to master to trade with my own cash. Trading with other people's money is a whole different ball game, because you have added pressure, added stress. Okay, if I take a loss, I'm not just losing my own money, I'm losing other people's money as well. Okay, there's a whole new emotional game that gets involved when you trade with other people's cash. So I decided not to continue with that. I just nipped it in the butt. Right, so used to, not anymore. Cool, could you please tell how to mark the daily and weekly levels? Yes, it is so easy. It is so easy. Right, legends, before I dive into that, I won't forget 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗽𝗁. I won't forget. I will definitely do that for you. Show you how to put your daily and weekly levels. Very important. 2 of the most important levels that you want on your chart. Even if you only trade with weekly and daily levels, you can still be a profitable trader. It's very important to have knowledge on how to add this to your chart. So let me take the noise here out the way. Okay, let me take this range out the way. Let me switch on the daily level. So first thing you do for daily levels, you go to the daily time frame. Make sure that you are on the daily time frame. Okay, then very easy. It's going to take me 2 minutes to explain this to you. Where you have an open and a close at the same level, you see the open and the close, the body of the candles are exactly at the same level. That, my friends, is a daily level. So when I switch on my daily levels, you will see that I have a daily level over there. Then what you do is you go and put in a line. You make it any color you want. I like green for dailies and orange for weeklies. And the legends try and do the same so that we know that when we see a line that doesn't have a name, we know the green line is a daily level and the orange is a weekly level. Most important, you take a magnet. Okay, you take your magnet. Let me show everyone over here. You take your magnet. Make sure that your magnet is on. Okay, it's blue, it's on. And then you take your little level and you snap it on with a magnet. Because when you snap on your level with a magnet, it's exactly where it needs to be. Often I have made the mistake in the past, you know, doing it manually and just saying, okay, it looks like it's over there. Okay, and then when you start zooming in, especially on the smaller time frames, you can see you didn't get it. You didn't get it properly. But if you do it with a magnet, it's exactly where it needs to be. Okay, right. You can zoom all you want. It stays exactly where it needs to be. Okay, so a couple of tricks you need to remember and is that if price goes through the daily, it's no longer valid. Okay, because that's where you make a trading decision. So maybe you play a short here to the downside, then the day. So this daily level over here, okay, this little daily level, I had a daily level over there. Price dipped below, it got acceptance back above. I deleted it. When the daily level gets hit, I take it off the chart. Okay, and this is why I don't have a daily level here, because there's price action that went through the level. So you want a clean daily level that has not been tapped by price action just as yet. So looking at this example over here, you can see that I have untapped, okay. If price close green tonight, this will be potentially a daily level over here. It's not exactly at the same level, but I will still put a daily level there. That could be a strong area of support. And there's a daily level there. And you do the exact same thing for the weekly levels. So I'm not going to go through the weekly levels now, but you go to the weekly time frame and you will see if I switch on my weekly levels, I've done exactly the same thing. Okay, where I now have my weekly levels. Right, that is how you get your weekly and daily levels. Just a little bit of education. So smash up the like, right, for the education here on the channel. Okay, cool, legends. So this is what I see on the smaller time frame. We've gone through the larger time frame. Okay, legends, nice education. Yes, Vanna, nice education. And all you have to do is click the like button. Okay, use the exchanges in the links where you qualify for the biggest bonuses, because that's also your way to support the channel, right? It takes time for me to prepare for the YouTube, go live, share my education and knowledge with you. And all I ask is in return is that you smash up the like and you use the exchanges down in the description, because you also qualify for those amazing deals that I organize with the exchanges. Okay, if you go and search these links on Google, you're not going to get those deals. You're going to pay 50% more in trading fees. You're not going to get a big sign-up bonus. You are not going to have these amazing competitions to participate in, and you're also not those big sign-up bonuses of $20,000 and upwards. Right, okay, cool, legends. So for now, this momentum to the upside has the chance to come and claim the highs and go to higher levels. I just want to quickly see something over here, because there's a couple of ways in which you can measure the target of a fifth wave. Okay, I add the weekly levels, but it doesn't show on the lower time frame. Okay, because if I add my weekly levels, okay, I do have one at 98,340. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure why your trading levels are not. Thanks for the 1K with the WEEX code. Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Okay, there is a weekly level here at $98,370. There's a weekly level. If I go to the weekly time frame, there it is. There it is. There it is. There's a song that goes like that. Okay, there's it. So if I go to the lower time frames, like the 1 hour, it's in my chart, right? It's there where it's supposed to be. I have an untapped weekly level. Okay, cool. So, right. What did I want to go through now? I wanted to measure this from a Fibonacci perspective. I just want to see if I can build some more confluence, okay? I want to see just quickly, and then I'll go through the structure that we need to look out for continuation. So there's a couple of ways to get a fifth wave target, from the low of 1 to the high of 3 to the low of 4. Now we have this little bad boy over here, 0.618. Then there's another way where you take it from the top of 3 to the bottom of 4. Okay, and you reverse it. Okay, and then we also have this little target box over here, which is very common fifth wave targets. Okay, so now that I have those two levels marked out, so the most bullish fifth wave that we can expect here to the upside is at $100,000 600. Now I just want to see if I do have some areas of confluence there. Take a Fibonacci, switch off the magnet. The magnet can be quite irritating if you don't switch it off, okay? Oof. Yeah, you don't really want to go that high, okay? It's fine if the fifth wave gets really punchy here to the upside, you don't want to tap the 0.88. But in actual fact, if you do, that could be really bullish, okay? Because you know what happens when you tap the 0.88, you increase the probabilities of taking the high. So in the most bullish case scenario, the 0.618, which is a very bullish fifth wave target, if it goes there and it taps the 0.88, you could still have a three-wave corrective structure, but because you tap the 0.88, you increase the probabilities that this is a bullish structure and it's going to continue to the upside. So for the bulls, you want a bullish fifth wave here to the upside that taps $101,000. Okay? Now the uncertain scenario over here is, oh crap, I deleted those. Yeah, there's my box. There's my box. That's the one I wanted. Okay, is the fifth wave targets using the Fibonacci from the highs to the lows, and you reverse it. Guess where they are? Exactly the area that we're eyeing for potential short here to the downside. This is very common fifth wave targets. Okay, I'm not sure if we're going to get the extended one to the upside, but this one, okay, I want to see how price is going to react over here, in confluence with the weekly, in confluence with the value area high, in confluence with the range high over here. So it really has a lot of planets aligning over here. But maybe if there's too many people watching this zone, it could overshoot and say, oh man, okay, it's going to turn around. It can still be a fifth wave, and then you have a three-wave corrective structure, and you continue the impulse to the upside. So now that I've spoken about the corrective structure, legends, is that when you look at this little structure here to the upside, okay, we can, even if we don't take the high, we can already count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even if we don't take the high. Okay, so it is the retracement that is going to be very important. Okay, the retracement is going to be very important, because are we going to retrace correctively with low volume? We're going to start forming some bullish CVD against these pivots as price is falling to the downside. Okay, you want to see a sign of strength. You then want to also take your fib from the low to the high, and you want to look for areas of confluence. Remember what happened on the larger time frame when we tapped the 0.382. Nice little reaction. It's usually a nice little reaction. You either form a lower high and you continue to the 50% or 618. But what you want, okay, for the bulls to stay in control, you do not want to lose the 786 at $90,000 700. You do not want to make bearish CVD on the way down against every single pivot. Okay. And if there's no bullish CVD forming against these pivots and there's continuous local bearish CVD, and especially if we move down in a 5-wave structure, you want to see a 3-wave structure, because if this falls down here and it creates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you see that, you look for shorts with a retracement back to the upside. You want to short that bad boy. If you see 5 waves to the downside, you look for shorts. If you see 3 waves to the downside, bullish CVD, proof of support here, maybe it finds, okay, this looks like a nice bouncing area where price can find support by the 0.618, right? There's a chance that this is a 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's a chance. It's not loud, enjoy it. Okay, I can put the music a little bit softer over here. Right, there we go. I know some people love it, put it louder. Some people say it's too loud, but I mean my voice, you can still hear my voice crystal clear. Right, so legends, it is all going to be in the corrective structure. The corrective structure is going to give us the clue as to whether this is a bullish impulsive structure. I do have to highlight and stress, if we do not take this high and we start falling here to the downside, I think there's a higher chance that this is going to be a 5-wave structure, maybe a 3-wave back to the upside, and we're going to take the low again. And the reason I say that is because we ended the move on high volume. And when you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside, you want the most amount of volume to be in your 3rd wave. And when you see the highest amount of volume in the 5th wave to the upside, it's usually a C wave where you could form a C, and then you increase the probabilities of taking the low. It's not a 1. Okay, it's a corrective wave. If this is a 1, you actually want another high to have a proper 1. And this high needs to end on less volume. That would be absolutely fantastic if it can end on less volume. Right, I hope you guys are enjoying the education over here. For those of you new to the live stream, this is where we share education, teaching you how to trade by yourself. So hit subscribe for future notifications. I go through bearish and bullish case scenarios, the levels of Confluence, and how to apply your trading strategies successfully. Okay, it's all about speculation and good risk management, but very useful information if you're longing or shorting with tight stop losses. Yes, definitely. Mr. Vanner, now that you are here inside of the live stream, I want to share with you quickly, and I know some of you guys, slightly background music is slightly loud. Okay, I have put it a little bit softer. I want to share with you my timing cycle, and I'm busy basically wrapping up here on the price of Bitcoin. So in summary, legends, what I would like to see is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, looking for shorts here by the weekly level and a little bit further up there by the 0.88. Okay, that I've just highlighted if we have an extended 5th wave here to the upside. If we do get the 5th wave, it would be nice to end the 5th wave on lower volume, and then it's going to be all about the retracement, because this could be a nice short, and if it's a 3-wave structure to the downside, okay, you increase the probabilities of forming a higher low and continuing to the upside. If we form a 1, 2, 3, and okay, this is a 3-wave structure, and we go back up and we've longed, okay, because it looks like a 3-wave structure, and we long over here, and it takes the low again, then it's a 5-wave structure. I'm going to say, right? We need to look for shorts over here again, because we're most likely going to roll over. So in summary, this is basically what I'm looking at, legends. Also, what I quickly want to go through here is the pi cycle. The pi cycle top indicator. Nice. Glad you figured it out, Jay. Yes, I'm glad you figured it out. Right now, at least you can see the weekly levels. I didn't know how to help you if I can't see your chart. Right. Cool. Legends, doesn't matter if you mark your daily, weekly levels on the body or the wick of the candle. Thanks. The body for me is the levels that I use. I know that you can go mark out the wicks, especially on the higher time frames. If you are, okay, let me just quickly, I love to educate, so this is why this is distracting me at the moment. If you are on the weekly time frame, okay, you can put levels on the weeks and on the closes. Because, okay, I won't use this one because this week is still in the formation, so I won't use this week. Okay, especially if they have not been tapped, and I have seen successful look at this. Okay, you have a weak line over here, it taps it and it gets acceptance back above, right? So these, but I would only use it on the weekly and monthly. The daily ones, I don't really find them effective. Okay, sometimes they work, they like hit and miss. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. Most often they don't actually do anything. Where on the dailies, these ones are very powerful, the open and closes of the bodies. But on the weekly time frames, okay, the weeks can also offer support and resistance lines over here. I don't use them. I think I need to start including them. So maybe tomorrow during my live stream, I'll have those levels in there as well. And I'll maybe call them, I'll find a name. I'll find a name for them. I'm not going to brainstorm it right now. Okay, cool. So let's go on to this chart. Legends. One thing I noticed, and I'm not sure if anyone else has spoken about this. Okay, maybe you've watched someone else's live stream and they have been talking about this for months. Okay, I don't know. I've seen it and now I can't unsee it, and I just want to share it with you because maybe you also didn't see it. Okay, the pi cycle top indicator is one of the indicators for now that has predicted the top of every Bitcoin cycle. The top, right? You get the top, you get the dump. You get the top, you get the dump, right? And it's usually where those two lines cross over there, or they touch over there, is where the top is. And so just getting the obvious out the way, for those of you that know about the indicator, it has not printed the or the top just as yet. The lines aren't even close. Like over there, the lines are still very far away. So maybe it's still going to do this, and then the indicator is going to print over here. Okay, maybe we're going to hit that $1.6 million here to the upside. Okay, I'm not saying we're going to hit that level. I'm just saying, legends, what I'm looking for is for the lines to converge before the indicator will print, whether it's over here or whether it's over here, or, you know, but the lines are still far away, which also gives me a clue that the bull market is not over just as yet. The other thing that I've noticed, okay, with this indicator is that if I look at this bull cycle, during every single bull cycle, there is a phase that Bitcoin goes through where it breaks above the lines. Okay, it's trading in between, a little bit below, in between, it tries to break out, in between, and then when the parabolic move kicks in, it breaks out of both lines. Okay, there it did it, and then here it did it as well. During the previous bull cycle, it did it as well. Okay, we were trading in between, below, below, in between, and then we traded above both lines. And when I look at where, okay, both lines, every single time it has done that. Every single time it has done that. And where we are right now, price has not even broken the green line over here, so it still needs to break out above both lines before this top indicator will print. So it's basically just history repeating itself. So I mean, if every single bull cycle has broken above the two moving averages, okay, I don't know how people are calling for a bear market over here, because I do see some tweets and some I'm not sure if I can even use the word disappointed, but there's a very well-known, respected trader, very well-known, and I'm not going to break anyone down here on the live stream, and I'm sure most of you know this person, that is saying that Bitcoin is not going to make an all-time high during 2025. But then when I start doing technical analysis, not based on emotion or anything like that, you look at the pi cycle top indicators, and then Mr. Vanner, okay, when I switch this off and I go and look at this entire structure that we have formed on the weekly time frame using the logarithmic scale since the inception of Bitcoin. Every 4 years we go through a cycle, okay? These 4-year cycles are connected with the halvings, okay? During each cycle we have a bull and a bear market. And just quickly, for those of you that has seen it, okay, before the halving, you have a year and a half of a bull cycle. After the halving, you have a year and a half, and then you have a year bear market. Every single time. It's not exactly to the day, but it's more or less roughly in the 4-year cycle. Year and a half, 1 year bear cycle. So it's basically a 3-year bull cycle, of which the halving is in the middle, and then you have a year bear cycle. And guess where we are right now? So since the inception of Bitcoin, we have followed this, and every single time people said this time is going to be different. This time is going to be different. And now people are saying again, this time is going to be different. So this is purely based on data, right? Not smoking my socks over here. You guys can go onto the logarithmic scale using Bitcoin, and you can go and do the same exercise. I put this together from scratch, and the data doesn't lie. So purely from a data perspective, looking at where we are right now, we already had a year and a half of a bull market, and then the halving took place. And now we are over here in the middle of nowhere. So for people calling for a bear market over here, it will be the first time in history that we will get a bear market before we completed the entire cycle up until end of October. Okay. Right. So Mr. Vanner, I hope you find this informative. So based on data, looking at the pi cycle indicator and looking at where we are right now, okay, the fat lady has not sung. Okay, right. And I don't mean anything bad about that. It's just the saying that says it's not over until the fat lady sings. Okay, it's not over yet. From a data perspective, it's not over, right? Even if Bitcoin makes a dump, okay, if I zoom into this structure over here, look at this bull structure over here. Even if Bitcoin falls here to the downside and it bounces above these highs and it finds support, I mean this consolidation area is epic. It was a multi-month consolidation area. It's going to provide insane support. So even if Bitcoin falls here to the downside, it finds support and it continues the momentum in that parabolic move up until Q4. That is still a higher low. The trend is still up. You're still forming higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, even if we come down to $69,000. Right. Cool, legends. Now, let's go and... Okay, that's basically what I wanted to say from a timing perspective. Okay, and it's not because I say so. I want the bull market to continue. It's just from a technical and analysis perspective, this is what the data is showing. I'm showing you data. I'm presenting to you the data. It's not because I want the bull market to continue. Based on data, it states that the bull market should still continue. Okay. It's broken above the green line. Okay, what's happening here on the smaller time frame? Okay, we're still getting continuation here to the upside. I think more interesting, I just want to look at the structure on the smaller time frame. We can even go to the 1 minute. Ooh, this looks like a 1 2 1 2. Didn't take the low. 3 4 5 4 5. It can build up momentum. It could be multiple 1-2s, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. You just don't know. But for now, it looks bullish because your impulses looks like they have 5-wave structures to the upside, and your corrective structures are 3-wave structures. 3-wave. I always pay attention to the corrective structures. As long as your corrective structures are 3-wave structures, you know that you're going to continue momentum to the upside, like I've just explained here on the larger time frame. Okay, if your corrective structure is a 3-wave structure, 1 2 3, you're most likely going to continue momentum to the upside. And here you can see it firsthand on the smaller time frame. Okay, you can see it firsthand over here. Three wave, three wave, three wave, and then it builds that, you know, the bullish structures here to the upside. Let's see what CVD is doing over here. Let me refresh this, make sure that it is nice and correct. No bearish CVD at the moment. The bearish CVD, I do see bearish CVD, but it played out already. Okay, there was bearish CVD over here. Okay, lower high on price, higher high in CVD. The target is the low. We took the low, so it played out to perfection. Now with CVD grinding here to the upside, it's neutral. Okay, it's very, very, very neutral. Okay, because the bearish CVD already played out. Okay, so I'm more interested locally what's happening, and I don't see any bearishness just as yet. In fact, I still see bullish CVD. Okay, well, with price grinding here to the upside, I still see bullish CVD. Right, which tells me that momentum is most likely going to continue here for now to the upside. Right, can you do a collab with 𝗬𝗄𝗍? I think you guys are awesome. Yes, I do know about 𝗬𝗄𝗍. He's an absolute legend. I have mountains of respect for his work. He's an absolute legend when it comes to Elliot Wave theory. Okay, I still regard myself as a rookie compared to him because, yeah, I mean, he nails the corrective structures. Okay, so although I do use a lot of Elliot Wave theory in my technical analysis, and it gets better every single day. I have been doing Elliot Wave theory for a couple of years now. It does get better every day. It does get easier every day. But I mean, 𝗬𝗄𝗍 is just, he's at another level, right? I would love to do a collab with him one day. Love to do a collab. Right, legends. What else? Would be very nice to see some that can do harmonics. Yes, I can also do harmonics, right? Well, we do sometimes spot harmonics. I think if I just pay attention sometimes to see, well, is there a potential harmonic? I don't see a harmonic in this structure at the moment. But what you want to see from a harmonic is that I would have liked to see this. That's an harmonic. I want to see a higher low. And then you reject by the 786, and then you have that bat pattern, okay, or the butterfly, or the whatever the case might be. But I don't, in this structure, I don't see any harmonics. Okay, maybe there's some on the 1 minute time frame and so forth, but when I do see them, I do like to point it out and show it to the community. But I am familiar with harmonic patterns. I just don't see any. I haven't seen any in the local structure just as yet. Okay. Right. Dewald, I'm in an ETH long trade from 3,000, already closed 25%. Okay, 3,250. What is your take on this, please? ETH. Let's go and have a look at ETH. Okay, I have ETH over here. Let's go and have a look. I mean, ETH, such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bounce. Let me just see if I can sort out these folders over here. Clean up some stuff. Okay, here we go. Just want to clean up the chart a little bit. Right? ETH, what I like about ETH, okay, is that it has swept the liquidity below the lows over here. I remember, and I mean, I can go and pull up the live streams, but I don't feel I need to go and justify everything that I have said in the past, but you can go and check out the live streams. When we were trading over here, I said I would love a $3,000 ETH. I would love a $3,000 ETH. And then we got the rejection to the downside, and we got close to $3,000, but we didn't tap the 0.618. Okay, and then we said, okay, well, it has a chance. Maybe the corrective structure is finished over here. It has a chance to recover and go back to the upside in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It had a chance. It didn't tap the 0.618, which would have invalidated the fourth wave. Okay, and then it fell down again. But now it tapped the 0.618, which tells me that the impulse is finished. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's done. Okay, the retracement went too deep. Or it's a 1, 2, 1, 2. But then you don't want to take the low over here. You're not allowed to take the low if this is a double 1, 2. Okay, so for now, we have tapped. And even if I take a fib from this low, was it from this low? Where was that fib? Okay, maybe I'm on the wrong scale over here. That's why. Okay, on the lock scale, yes, this I was analyzing it on the lock scale. On the lock scale, we tapped the 50% to the dollar, and we got the bounce here to the upside. We claimed the liquidity below the lows. That's what's most important. This little week did not claim the liquidity. Okay, now that you've claimed the liquidity, I'm feeling a little bit 50-50 over here. Exactly the same boat as Bitcoin. Okay, this is a potential for upwards momentum. Definitely, because it's done its job to the downside. This week claimed the liquidity. It stopped out lots of liquidations. Okay, grabbed some liquidity, and now, okay, it could potentially be the low. It could be the low where price is going to start finding upwards momentum. Obviously, Bitcoin needs to play ball as well. Dominance needs to start dropping. So maybe this little structure here on Bitcoin, hopefully it's going to turn out to be a bullish structure and continue, because that's going to be great for our alts and Ethereum. So there is the potential that this could be the low. Okay, because you grab the liquidity, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, end of the corrective structure. This could potentially be the end of the corrective structure, and we're going to start building impulses back to the upside. The one confusing part is that, is this a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, then I have to take a time fib from the low over here to the high that we've made. Okay, and the problem then, if I look at the entire structure, the problem is this low was made before the 382, which is a minimum retracement target. So if I look at this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, there's a problem over here. But this second wave is incredibly long compared to this tiny fourth wave over here. So maybe, just maybe, this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's going to explode with a massive impulse to the upside. Then the structure makes more sense from a timing perspective, because then I need to take my time fib from this low, because this structure had a pump and it had a correction. This structure had a pump, and this is its correction, which is after the 1-to-1. That's what you want to see. So this low is made in the perfect time it needs to be made. If you're looking at this impulse and this as the corrective structure for this impulse only, this low was made at a perfect spot. So I'm just throwing you with both the bullish case and the bearish case scenario, and that's why it's always good to enter with good risk management, protect your position, take some profits to the upside, and leave that the moon bag open. Leave 10%, 15% of the position open for higher levels, okay? Because if you have a position, okay, this is the power about leaving some of your position open, especially if you are 50-50. You're like, hey, this could be the low. I'm not just going to close my position. I'm going to leave some open, because this could be the low, you know, based on all the bullish signs that I've just shown you. Because if you have an entry over here, let's say you have an entry over here, okay, and price starts pumping, you're taking profits to the upside like a responsible trader, okay, your TP areas gets hit, but it starts breaking up, comes back down, makes a higher low, and it continues, breaks out from the trend, and then it just rips. You can add to your position again over here, okay, because it will then drag up your entry, and you can maybe add to the position to make sure that it doesn't drag your entry right there. It drags your entry to below this low, where your stop loss is supposed to go. Okay, because if you enter this breakout and there's a low over here, where are you supposed to put your stop loss? You're supposed to put your stop loss here. So if you have a position over here and you add again to your position over there, it will move your entry to below the stop loss. And guess what? You can still put your stop loss above your entry, which means you still have a free trade to the upside. So that's the power about leaving some of the position open, because you can add slightly and you can still have a protected position. Because if you now enter over here, okay, now you have risk. You have risk that you need to deal with. So yeah, I mean, if you're one of those traders like Mr. Crypto Big Brains that catch the bloody, that catch this damn low, I'm so jealous. Like he caught that one while I was I sleeping during this time? No, I was not sleeping during this time. I must have been busy with something else. Okay, I don't know what I was doing, but I missed it, right? But this is a perfect example where you have a beautiful entry like this, okay? You can now speculate, well, if the low is in, I'm going to be responsible and take profits on the way up, okay? If we get the rejection, okay, maybe I have a trend over there. I play the breakout of the trend, okay? I will add to my position and I will make sure that my entry is below where my stop loss is supposed to go. So a powerful trading strategy, especially if you can discipline yourself to leave some of the position open, right? Because then you can add to your position without exposing yourself to risk. Cool. Crypto Big Brain, sorry boss. Right, legends, remember, okay, I just want to stress this again, legends, remember WEEX, okay, remember WEEX. As per the confirmation message that I got from WEEX, by using the link down in the description, you get 50% off of trading fees where other people have to buy an insane amount of WEEX tokens to get the same discount that you are getting. Okay, the reason this token, okay, there's no technical analysis to be done over here. Let me just make that very clear, guys. The WXT token that is taking social media by storm is the native WEEX token. And basically the reason it is pumping here to the upside is because the more WEEX tokens you have on spot inside of the WEEX exchange, the lower the trading fees are. And it's still pretty cheap. It's still 3 cents for a token. Okay, but you have to hold 300,000 WEEX tokens to get 50% off your trading fees. And you don't have to do that by selecting this link to come and sign up. Okay, so you automatically, for my community, you get 50% off trading fees. You get up to a 20K sign up bonus. You also get 10% cash back on the money that you deposit in your features account, right? And all you need is an email and a password. And then they also have a competition running here at the moment. So you can even go and participate in, register for the competition, trade like you usually trade. And then they have a car here up for grabs. Okay, many prizes here up for grabs. I think there's something else. I can't remember all the prizes, but I mean, okay, still 12 days left over here where they have some amazing prizes. And all you have to do is trade like you usually do. And maybe you win the prize. Okay, cool, legends, that is it. I did say it's going to be a little bit of a shorter live stream. It is getting late here in South Africa. Smash up the like for the education. Hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've gone through all the scenarios that I do see here at the moment on the price of Bitcoin, through the timing from a bear market perspective where I think the bull market is potentially going to come to an end. Take care, guys. Right. Have yourselves a fantastic evening. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.